have to be cautious. As I said just a few
you have
minutes
like a
ago,
Facebook post.
If they are not related, in other words, if the two men, or at least the one that's in custody, is not the people that we are looking for from the terrorist attacks on Monday, we will know that very, very quickly.
They took photographs of one of the individuals. They took a picture of one of the individuals. Presumably that was to see if there is a match between him and the individuals who are being sought in relationship.
At least one of them is still being sought. So that's just important to know, because they have no one has any desire to work the city up again. It's been a very, very long week for the city. But what is unusual is the amount of weaponry, bombs, explosives that that you're reporting about that has been ongoing in Watertown, which is a very small suburb, and started in Cambridge. That is unusual. That is something that this area has not seen. So the fact that people are thinking that they're related, or the fact that there is this massive police presence, is not unusual. And I think we will know whether it's not them, I think, relatively soon, and then may have to wait out whether there's a definitive match, or will have to wait out a definitive match.
Okay, is Susan Candiotti with us?
Okay.
Susan, can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Susan Candiotti, great. What are you hearing from your sources? The FBI has said that they're trying to establish whether or not there's a relationship between the Boston Marathon terrorist attack and, of course, the criminal activities, the cop shooting, the police officer killed this evening in Cambridge, and the individual detained, arrested in Watertown, Massachusetts. What are your sources telling you right now?
Well, you really need a guide to get through all of this, don't you, Jake? And thank you for trying to reach me. We had problems with the phone line. No, I'm still working on that. I've been reaching out to a number of different people, and universally they are telling me we are still trying to work on a connection. We're looking into it. That includes the FBI spokesperson here, the FBI office here, and they, of course, are leading this investigation. Quite clearly, in a case of such huge importance, they want to make sure they get it right. So at this time, they are not saying anything, and we are here to wait until we can get this straightened out one way or another. It's hard to piece all these things together, but it certainly seems to be coming together slowly, one way or the other. I expect that we would get an answer. Hopefully we'll get the answer sooner than later. Jake, I'm still working on it. I'm going to go back and work the phones and keep working it until we can get a little bit more.
All right, Susan, thank you so much. Obviously, we don't want to report anything prematurely. Just to recap for individuals who are just tuning in, perhaps they have an early job and they're up at this hour, or perhaps they have insomnia, or perhaps they're nursing children. What has happened this evening is pretty striking. In what is normally a very quiet area outside of Boston, Massachusetts, there was an individual arrested. This followed the shooting of a police officer on the campus of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, in Cambridge, right across the river. I am standing here with Juliette Kayyem, who is a columnist with the Boston Globe and also a Homeland Security analyst for CNN. We are just a couple blocks from where the terrorist attacks at the Boston Marathon took place on Monday, killing 3 individuals, maiming others. Earlier this evening, at roughly 5 p.m. or so, the FBI and law enforcement released images of individuals, 2 young men, and we'll put their images up for you, who are wanted in relationship to the terrorist attacks. Just in the last few hours, they have put forward even more images. Those 2 that you just saw, there's the individual in the white hat. You saw the individual in the black hat. There they are together. These are photographs that were just released after midnight. So the FBI is still seeking the help of the public with even more images that have come across their desk, even more images perhaps shared by the public, perhaps shared from surveillance cameras. We're also going to take a look at a picture shared on Facebook, which the New York Times ascertained was an authentic picture of one of the individuals. You're looking there at live photographs. There's the picture from Facebook, which had been posted on somebody's Facebook page, and then through crowdsourcing, individuals on the internet, millions of Americans and people from around the world looking at pictures, trying to help piece together this case. That individual, that photograph, a remarkably good photograph of the face of the young man with the white hat, was taken. This is after the bomb took off. It's just in the corner of this picture that was on the Facebook page of an individual who Pierce Morgan interviewed him earlier this evening. In addition to this investigation and all these photographs, we've also had big law enforcement activity this evening, a shooting of a police officer on the campus of MIT, an arrest of an individual on the campus of in Watertown, which is not far from Cambridge, from the campus of MIT. The Massachusetts State Police saying that explosives were there and being used by the individuals they were pursuing in Watertown. We do not know if there is any relationship whatsoever between the criminal activity this evening and the terrorist attacks on Monday at the Boston Marathon. The FBI is looking into it. Law enforcement is looking into it. Juliet, you were telling us that the reason Gabe Ramirez, one of our photojournalists, said that he saw the individual who had been put in the car. He had been made to take off all his clothes. That was done because
if there's explosives that people have been reporting, and the state police have been confirming that, the person might actually be carrying something or wearing something that could detonate and hurt the police officers approaching him. So having him disrobe is sort of just standard practice for a situation in which you're going to have